Although kitchens in the 1960s continued to be bright and colorful, wood became the cabinet material of choice, with knotty pine creeping into every corner of the kitchen. Some favored the woodsy, suburban chic look that was decked out with rustic charm. These new cabinets also gave way to a more open concept, with a functional design that made entertaining very popular. As the kitchen layout was reconsidered, peninsulas were added as a way to encourage socializing. These countertop extensions not only provided a place to eat breakfast, but it was also an unobstructed work surface for preparing meals, or even laying out a spread of food for a party. The walls in a 1960s kitchen were anything but plain. Wallpaper with busy patterns were all the rage, giving you all sorts of color options when it came to picking out that perfect floral or geometric pattern. These accent walls brought the whole kitchen together and gave it that quintessential 1960s feel. Every kitchen from the 60s was full of color, but there was a shift away from pastels. Prevailing colors from this time were bold and robust. Colors like orange, mustard, harvest gold, and avocado green could be found adorning the walls and coating the surface of both the countertops and major appliances during this decade. These color choices also complemented the new wood cabinetry that began to show up in households across the country. In many homes, kitchens were beginning to get upgrades from the previous decade. This was true with appliances as well, with many opting for a custom look. The new ranges and ovens were often separated and made to look built into the cabinets. Another popular option was the futuristic flare built-in oven range. This modern appliance is the same one Samantha had on the TV show Bewitched. The 1960s was all about style, and that included the way you lit your kitchen. Decorative or globe pendant lights dropped from the ceiling and made a statement above any peninsula. These fixtures would often complement the wood grains and bold colors that made the kitchen feel warm and inviting. Not to mention, these lights brightened the room, which was perfect for cooking and preparing meals. The electric can opener was one of the newest small kitchen appliances to find its way into a 1960s kitchen. As household incomes rose and mass production increased, electrical appliances became more affordable and even essential in the average suburban home. Electronic ovens, or microwave ovens as they were better known, began to show up in households toward the late 1960s. These convenient devices made cooking quick and easy, but they were still quite expensive, so you may not have had one in your home. For nearly $500, you could have your very own radar range from Amana, which cut down cooking time by 75%, but it failed to replicate an oven-cooked taste. Quickly, microwaves became best used for reheating or melting food. Who didn't own a set of Corningware baking dishes in the 1960s? These white dishes with a blue cornflower design were meant to go from the oven to the dinner table, and sets of these were snapped up by everyone after they were released in 1958. These durable dishes were made from NASA-grade synthetic glass and are now collectible and worth a pretty penny. Wall-hung telephones became very popular in the 1960s. These often colorful kitchen additions made chatting with friends while preparing dinner possible. Whether you had a rotary dial or the new push-button phones, telephones were essential to have in the kitchen, and they offered colors to match any decor. The 60s was the decade of sugary cereals. These fun and tasty treats appealed to young kids because of their clever advertising that had every kid begging for them. From honeycombs to Captain Crunch, advertisements flooded television programming, convincing households everywhere to try the newest brand of colorful cereal. Another must-have breakfast item of the 60s was Pop-Tarts, which were first introduced by Kellogg's in 1964. The 1960s saw a growing trend for learning new culinary skills. This was in part due to the popular PBS show starring Julia Child called The French Chef. This show was the first cooking show to air and became wildly popular. It gave home cooks the confidence to use their kitchens to make truly amazing dishes, with the occasional mistake being part of the process. If you enjoyed this video, check out the description for links that help support the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching.